So if you hesitated on the word matte because you thought that you were going to look dry and flat, you may want to reconsider, because it is possible to achieve a true skin-like soft matte look. Welcome to our unofficial Tom Ford Tuesday, where on Tuesdays we focus in on Tom Ford beauty, and we use lots of it. For today's video, I want to focus on the base. We're going to be doing a soft matte complexion. Let's go ahead and get started. Tom Ford has a good amount of base products, foundations and such, skin tints, foundation serums, and I thought it'd be fun in our Tom Ford Tuesday that we kind of focus in on a few of them. So today we're going to start off with soft matte, and what's more suiting than one of his newest foundations, the Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. When they say Traceless Soft Matte, they truly mean that, because the finish is a real nice skin-like matte finish. Absolutely beautiful. It does feature soft focus microspheres that blur imperfections, and the wear extending pigments provide a buildable medium to full coverage, and the formula contains hyaluronic acid, so that's where I find the balance, whereas you have moisture and it's a little bit soft matte. I think I have a hair tie in here. No. So I'm not going to be using a traditional primer today. I'm just going to be using my skincare. And I applied my Sisley mattifying moisturizer. This is not overly mattifying. It does a great job at just softly matting the skin and helping keeping your sebum production at bay. All right, so I'm just picking up some of the product on the back of my hand with my sponge. And I'm starting on the center of the face. Do you see how the skin still looks like skin, yet we have coverage? It's not overly shiny and it's not flat and matte. It truly is a beautiful balance. Now I'm going to build it up a little bit just where I feel I need it, which is usually here and then around my mouth.
Any ideas?
And now that I've built it up, you see how it still looks nice and skin-like? Yes. Don't worry, I will be putting on my eyebrows soon. You guys know how I feel about no eyebrows. So, but I feel like when I put my foundation on and then I put on my eyebrows, it really just looks like a huge transformation. Let's do a little concealer. I'm going to be using my Tom Ford Emotionproof concealer. This is a very lightweight concealer. It gives good coverage. And it wears really nicely too. Just brightening things up a little bit. I cannot wait for the day when Tom Ford gives us a loose powder. With that said, I'm going to be using a loose powder that is not Tom Ford. I'm so sorry. I'm going to go in with my Sisley loose powder. And I'm going to take my sponge because it's a little bit damp, and I'm going to use that to just set my under eye and my T-zone. I know. The Sisley powder is special. She is special. And I'll take just a little bit more powder and I'm going to set my T-zone. Let's go ahead and put on some eyebrows. I'm going to be using my Tom Ford eyebrow pencil. The correct name is Brow Sculptor. If I mispronounce or forget to say something, I will have everything listed down below in the description box for you. I'll quickly put on some eyebrows and watch this whole face look totally different. Eyebrows really transform the face. So let me put on some eyebrows because we need some eyebrows. Eyebrows, hello. Continuing on with our soft matte look, I pulled out a little contouring powder. This is actually a setting powder from Tom Ford. It's called the Translucent Finishing Powder. And I have it in a shade that is darker than myself, so I am going to use that to softly contour the face. And the finish of this goes quite perfectly with our soft matte look. So I'm going in with a Sonia G Sculpt 2 brush, picking up some product. Really sad that Tom Ford doesn't have this anymore as like a permanent shade, but I am going to be using it because I did buy a backup of it and I knew I need to use it, so forgive me. But I'm going in with my bronzer. This is Bronze Age. Tom Ford, can you please give us darker bronzer shades? I know you've got it in you. I know it. Especially with those contour shades that he did in the Shade and Illuminate face and eye palettes. Oh my gosh. That bronzer and that darker powder really bring the look together. I love it. So let's do some highlight. I'm going in with the Moodlight. This is a skin illuminating powder duo. What I'm going to do, oh, there we go. I'm going to actually mix the two shades. Woo! I'm barely even touching the brush. Do you see how far my hand is on this brush? There's no pressure. Amazing. It's time for blush. This is the Tom Ford Cheek Color in Ravish. It's kind of like my go-to blush from Tom Ford. This is the Sonia G Cheek Pro. I like doing my face products in this order, whereas it's contour, bronzer, highlight, and then blush. Because I feel like the blush is the last step, allows you to blend everyone and everything together. Just pressing over everything on my cheek area to also tone down the highlight a little bit. I know, I got out of hand. It's easy to do that with Moodlight. So beautiful. All right, now we've come back down to the soft matte realm. Okay. Now because we are just focusing on the skin, I'm going to apply mascara. No eye makeup. I'm using the Tom Ford Badass Mascara. Forgive me in advance if these aren't available anymore. I don't remember. Again, everything will be listed down below in the description box. So I'm first going to go in with this nude shade just on the center. And then I'm going to go in with this darker shade. And here we are. We have created a very soft matte look. When I want a soft matte look, these are all of the products that I go to. And I really am happy with how they perform, how they wear throughout the whole entire day. And even though I'm not wearing eyeshadow, it's still nice and pretty when you add a couple of coats of mascara, I have to say. So this is a very easy go-to look that I would do when I want to look soft, matte, skin-like, you know, but put together. Yeah. So if you are a little apprehensive about the word matte, you might want to reconsider things. It is truly possible to achieve a soft, skin-like, matte finish look. Of course, I'd love to hear what you think. Please comment down below. Thank you so much for being a part of this unofficial Tom Ford Tuesday. Stay beautiful, guys. I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye. Get to see what really goes on around here behind the scenes. And my daughters, they're like, Mommy, you gotta put up your little Halloween guy. So the Halloween guy is back, guys. Per the little one's request. My eyebrows have been growing so much ever since I've been using the Chantecaille. This is the brow gel. This one. Between that and the mascara, oof, I'm growing again. I gave myself a little bit of a cut. Okay, I think we're good now. Yeah. I do not have a few hours to wait for these curls to drop, so I'm gonna hit just right here with my flat iron real quick. You see why I wear wigs more often than I comb my own hair? Because my hair likes to do what it wants to do. Okay, do I look presentable? Yes.